Podketeers.
Ba, 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 bum, ba, 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 bum. Is that the victory song for the Chiefs?
The
one I was just singing right now?
Do they have their own?
Yeah, was
I
that
have
it?
no idea.
We won the
We are
big
the
game
champions.
Oh, I guess that. Oh,
my
no.
friend.
I know what it is. It's Viva Las Vegas.
Viva
That's what Travis Kelce was
Vegas!
yelling.
Viva!
Viva!
I mean, I'll give it. I mean, he did play like 4.5 hours of football or whatever before he did that, so he's probably a little tired. I would imagine.
A little. Yeah. It was. I'm not a huge football fan, but I have to admit that was an intense game. I did get an opportunity to watch most of it.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't think I was going to be that invested in the game. It was just really exciting all the way through. I tend to not like professional football.
Mm-hmm.
If I ever watch football, I tend to lean towards college football because I feel like there's more action. Like it seems to move faster. There aren't a lot of stops or anything. But man, the Super Bowl delivered. Like as far as excitement. All the conspiracies out there of how it was pre-written and predetermined, and it was what was the script or what was happening.
Yeah, that way Taylor Swift can go to Disneyland or whatever.
Yeah. So it was crazy. I mean, congratulations to Taylor Swift for winning her first Super Bowl. It was fantastic.
She also won her Boo the MVP.
Yes. Yeah. That was yeah.
MVP
I mean, that was
for whatever his name is, and MVT for Taylor Swift.
Yeah. I mean, that was the thing, right? I think a lot of people that like football were really upset that Taylor Swift was such a huge part of it. And I didn't count it, but watching the game, I feel like they cut to her like twice the entire time.
I think it's probably. I think the total probably is close to 5, but for like 1 or 2 seconds.
Yeah,
it wasn't like
the longest one was where she was chugging her beer, right?
She was nervous.
Yeah, but she knew
there was
what was
like,
happening.
Yeah, there were some reaction shots of her going like "what?" and jumping up and down and whatever. Did you guys happen to see the video of Jeff Goldblum at the Super Bowl?
Oh yeah, he puts his glasses on and he throws up a heart and everything.
He realizes he's on the screen and then he starts dancing. Yeah,
yeah.
Because
that was funny.
There was a video I saw. It was the difference between people, and I think it was Leonardo DiCaprio or somebody like that was there as well, but was just had his hat down and was trying to hide his face from. This was just the Jumbotron, not on national TV, and then the Jeff Goldblum's dancing and stuff is very silly.
That's funny. Yeah. Congratulations to the Kansas City Chiefs. It was an insane game. The play at the end that they won it all with was just 3 seconds left. Just, oof. Telling you.
Yeah.
I feel kind of bad for the 49ers fans because, again, I'm not a huge football fan, so I don't necessarily know all of the rules. I know kind of the basics of how the game is played and everything, but I was listening to somebody talk about how they changed the overtime rules and how this was the first time that they were going into overtime with the new rules.
Yeah.
And so I guess the way that it functioned was that in overtime now, it was basically the beginning of a whole new game, but the way that it was structured now is that both teams would get possession of the ball. And so if the first team got a field goal or something, the other team would get possession, and then the game would continue until they scored a touchdown or they somehow broke the tie or whatever the case was. Unless the first team got a touchdown, then the game was over.
Yeah.
But because that didn't happen, the Chiefs got possession of the ball, and that's how they ended up winning the game. So there was this huge controversy about how, I forgot the name of the player, but why he selected that they get the ball first, because they would have had the advantage not getting the ball first.
Mm-hmm.
And so I just thought, you know what, I'm just gonna go nap. I'm not even gonna bother. Like, this is just, there's too much going on here. So congratulations, you played. Sorry you didn't win. Niners fans, I'm so sorry. I know that you were so close, and then whatever that was happened, and then the Chiefs won. I will admit that I was rooting for the Chiefs. I'm not a big football fan. My de facto team has been the Eagles for a really long time. I think I told the story on the podcast that years ago I used to listen to a local radio station here, K-Rock, and one of the personalities on there was Ralph Garman, who has gone on to do like Hollywood Babylon with Kevin Smith and stuff like that. And Ralph is from Philly. And so he's a hardcore Eagles fan. And so he would always sing the fight song and everything. And like I got to the point where I was like, well, I guess I need a team. Like, everybody was always like Raiders and Rams and whatever. And I was like, all right, I'll go with Ralph's team. You know, who cares? And so I learned the fight song because he sang it so often on the radio. And, you know, I just became kind of an Eagles fan. And I remember the first time they went to the Super Bowl, I was like, oh my God, this is like big. Like I'm rooting for a team that's actually like going for like, you know, the title here. That's super cool. And I guess Taylor Swift is also an Eagles fan. I found that out recently, which was a big point of contention because she's wearing Chiefs colors because of, you know, her boyfriend or whatever. I was like, all right, cool. I guess it's all coming together. So, yeah, I was rooting for the Chiefs, and, you know, I didn't have any money on the game or anything, but, you know, it was an exciting game either way.
Well, and did you the other conspiracy about the so in 2020 Super Bowl, the face-off team was the San Francisco 49ers and the Kansas City Chiefs, and the Chiefs won, and then COVID happened, and then 2024 the Chiefs won, and then what's gonna happen next?
I don't know.
I think that's I'm hoping nothing is what I have to say.
Listen,
but what could be worse?
I know. Listen, I know people don't want to hear this, but it can't be COVID happening again because COVID hasn't technically stopped. It's kind of been around this whole time.
That's what I mean. Like, what's next?
We don't need
a volcano? I don't know.
We don't need next. No.
We don't.
No. We don't.
We really
if only the
don't need a
49ers would have
next.
won, it would have been, then the conspiracy wouldn't have
They
been
would
out
have
there.
broken the cycle and sacrificed whatever, right?
I think I need to stop watching 49ers Super Bowls because I've watched the last 3 that they've been in and they lost the last 3 that they've been in.
Oh no.
My family is a big 49ers fan. I grew up 49ers fans. I got 49er stuff. I don't follow football, but they are very big fans, and it was a very sad time in the house.
Oh man, did they try to blame you?
No, because
That's good.
Also, all of them were also in watching the Super Bowl every time.
Okay.
So,
right.
but we shall see. You know, whatever. It's football. There's always next year.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, there is always next year. I know the Chiefs fans are going to be really into trying to, or like rooting for the Chiefs to win the 3rd time in a row, get their little dynasty thing going on. But anyway, I got something.
What?
Remember I showed you this thing last week? I got this. I was super happy about that. My brother and my sister-in-law got me a couple of gifts. Now, this was kind of a belated Christmas gift and a birthday gift because of shipping. Like, there was some shipping stuff going on.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm going to show you this one first. Well, I guess I can't technically show it to you because I already put it into the acid-free sleeves and all that stuff. But I have the Haunted Mansion vinyl. Yay!
Very
Finally,
So pretty.
Yay! Yeah, I put all of them in the protective acid-free sleeves, and then I re-sleeved them in the full plastic. So I'm super happy that I finally got that. And drum roll, please.
Of course.
Oh,
Yeah!
gravity.
Yeah! I can't even begin to tell you how happy I am about this.
Mm-hmm.
The really cool thing, I don't know if we'll be able to see this. I'm gonna try to make this happen. Sorry, I'm gonna do my best. So this is the vinyl, right?
Yes, it's clear
'Kay.
red.
But the cool thing about it is that it also comes with these inserts with a whole bunch of stuff on there,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
And the vinyl
No.
is also a decoder.
Oh,
I can
that's
coming something through. Yes,
Disco Girl
ball
coming through.
girl coming through.
Isn't that cool?
awesome.
Yeah,
That is cool.
So there's all these inserts that you can like read through. The vinyls are like decoders. Here's the whole like track list for
Wow.
the two, and then obviously,
Yeah.
you know, you
Pyramid
gotta have
Man.
your
Mhm.
bill. I shouldn't have taken all of this. I'll be putting everything back in.
Now,
So I'm
you've done
so
it.
happy. I'm so
Well,
happy
Thank
that I
you, Mario,
have this. Yes.
for Hazen's happiness.
So you want to hear something funny? We remember the episode where we found out live that this was back in stock, and I didn't know.
Yes.
So I wanted to purchase it on there, but when I went to purchase it, they didn't accept PayPal, and I don't know my credit cards or anything, you know, like I don't have them memorized or anything, which is why I just use PayPal because it's just so much easier. They have my credit card information. I just buy it, right?
Click the
Exactly.
button.
Yeah, and when they didn't have it, I never went back to the site. I totally forgot about it. I was so tired after we finished recording that I didn't buy it. I totally spazzed on it the next day. And a day or two passed after we had recorded, and I got a message from my brother. He's like, "Hey, did you buy that Gravity Falls record you were talking about on the episode?" And I said, "No, I totally forgot. Thanks for the reminder." He's like, "Listen, I'm sorry to spoil this for you, but I got it for you as a gift." I was like, "Oh no!" He's like, "Do not buy it."
Unless
That's
you
so
want
so
to.
cool.
Yeah, he had to tell me that he bought. I felt bad because he had to tell me that he bought it so that I wouldn't buy it. But I mean, I'm so happy I have the vinyl now. So yeah, there's one other one that I've been trying to get, and it's been really difficult because when it goes on sale, you can get it for around $40-$50.
Mm-hmm.
But when it goes $40-$50, it usually goes out of stock really quickly because it's a really nice set. It's the 4 vinyl set. Is it 4 vinyl? It might be more. It's the entire vinyl set for the Smashing Pumpkins' Melancholy and the Infinite Sadness album.
Ooh.
And that is one collection that I've had my eye on as well for a bit. It runs for like $80 normal price when you can get it. Like it's on like an Amazon and stuff like that, but when it goes on sale, it's normally like $40-$50. So I'm keeping an eye out for that one. Hopefully I can get a pretty good deal. If it gets down to like, I don't know, the next like 5 or 6 months and I don't see it on sale, I'm going to let the fine people at Chassé take care of that for me. But in the meantime, I think I'm just going to try to wait it out to get it on
Walmart
sale.
has it for $74.09 currently, but that's not as good of a deal.
Yeah, that's
Amazon
usually what it
has the
runs
same
for.
price.
Yeah. And then the other ones that I don't have them here. I have them in the other room. But I have the Disney 100 collection that they
Nice.
sold at Target. And I'm going to be I'm considering the Guardians of the Galaxy
Yes,
vinyl
get
that they
it.
have.
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Is it
Okay,
the Awesome
Yes.
Mix 1 or Awesome Mix 2? Awesome Mix
2.
3?
it's 2 that I saw that they
2.
had on sale.
2 is
They had-
really good.
Okay, because they had that and they had one of the Spider-Man soundtracks on vinyl as
Oh.
well, and they were both on sale. So I'm considering getting either one of those. I'm enjoying listening to it this way. It just, I don't know. I get it. It sounds better in digital for so many people, but
Right.
the experience and the collecting aspect of it, and especially for the Haunted Mansion one, like I can't tell you. Ghostly Music Box is one of my favorite tracks in like the entire
gonna-
Disney music catalog. And having it here and having Otherworldly Concerto like right after, I can't even describe it. I just like it's I don't get to go to the parks all that often, anymore. So like having these little pieces of the park that I feel like still like warm my heart. Like this is I can't even begin to tell you how happy I am that I have this. So anyway, I thought
So
I would
you
share
need
that.
Tissues. Is that's what
Oh,
you're saying? Is you're gonna
for
need
real.
tissues?
Yeah.
Because of how happy you are right now. It's gonna be beautiful.
It's when I found out I really have a heart.
Ghost.
Pretty ghost. Let's see. Speaking of Disneyland and Super Bowl results, Patrick Mahomes was at Disneyland on the 12th, which was yesterday.
Monday.
Yeah, Monday, yesterday. Was there any other news? Was that just kind of it? Like they did the parade and he was there with his family, right? That was just
That was
Pretty
it.
that was
much it.
standard.
Taylor Swift was not there, as people
Nope.
were speculating. The
Yep.
quarterback
Oh,
is usually
yeah.
the only person that goes to the Disneyland, for that promotion.
Didn't
yeah.
people like immediately just take like every reservation available because
they
of
were
that?
sold out like way ahead of time, I guess, from what I understand.
Wow.
But yeah, he was there, and the parade is just like a
2
float that
minutes?
just goes down, and it's just like, and here he is, the quarterback for the Super Bowl champion Kansas City Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah,
And that's
see,
the
that
whole
is the
parade.
theme song. That is the theme song. I had it right.
Bum, 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 bum.
Cool.
Tight.
Oh, I don't want to forget about this because we are somewhere within a week away from the next star path for Disney Dreamlight Valley.
Okay.
Oh.
And I believe that we're also about a week or two removed from when they release part 2 of the expansion pack. So I'm pretty excited because they're finally going to continue Jafar's story.
Ooh.
I've been looking for stuff to do in the game. Thankfully, I've been able to play Speedstorm, and I've been catching up. Jason has been giving me some tips on, what to look for and who to look for, and just get my racers just leveled up. I've been having some fun playing that. But on X, I hate calling it
The
X.
artist
On
formerly
Twitter,
known as
the
On
artist
that
formerly known as Twitter, yes. There was a post from the Disney Dreamlight Valley account talking about this new expansion.
Okay.
On that post, they said, with a new update coming soon, it's about time we gave you a sneak peek at the next star path. Can you guess what the following emoji might be hinting at? And so we have a candle, a plate of spaghetti, a door, an eyeball, a girl, and a snake. So any guesses as to what you think the next star path is going to be based on these emojis?
All right, here we go. I'm going to get real serious right now. Okay, so first off, we have the Haunted Mansion candle and door is obviously Haunted Mansion.
Yep.
And then eyeball is obviously Lord of the Rings. That is the eye
Sauron.
of Sauron.
Uh-huh.
Yes, and
Mhm,
then Snake Girl. That's obviously Marion from Indiana Jones, and Spaghetti is obviously Mama Melrose from Hollywood Studios. I think that's the Italian restaurant in Disney Hollywood Studios. So there we go. That's what the Star Path's going to be. It's a real mixed bag. I don't know
Well-
why they decided to put all those things together, but they did.
I guess we don't have to continue speaking
Yeah,
about this any
let's-
further. Andrew
we're
nailed
done.
all of them.
Yep. Absolutely.
Mel, any guesses as to what you think all of the emojis are?
I'm actually trying to figure out the third one.
Snake Girl.
Well, I don't know. Like,
Well, what
Girl
do you?
snake.
Let's start with the first one. So,
Yeah.
what do you think the first row is? We have a candle and spaghetti. What do those mean to you?
are we being serious right now, or do?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I'm never
I mean,
serious.
you can
but-
lean either way. You want to be, if you want to throw a joke out as well, that's fine. Because I mean, I have my speculation, and I joked about this all day. But like, whichever one you want to throw out, do you want to throw out a joke, or do you have like real speculation about what you think it is?
I mean, it's the first one is very obvious. I'm sure people are going to be like, "That's that." Yes. Lady and the Tramp, which is exciting because it's just you. It's like you're surrounded by animals. It's cool. It's cute. So I'm curious about like the realm, and are we gonna be stepping into the alley and like how cute?
So this
That'd
is
be
the
cute.
so this is the Star Path, right?
Excuse
Just
me.
where you get like T-shirts and like
Yeah.
tables and stuff.
I don't think they're gonna do any new realms for this. It is just a star pass, so I think it's going to be.
Oh,
I have a
I'm so
feeling.
dumb.
So I have a feeling that it could be like Valentine's Day related, and they're
Pears.
using Lady and the Tramp. Yeah, they're using Lady and the
Okay.
Tramp as the symbolic thing to say, oh, this is like couples or love or Valentine's or
Yeah.
something like that. So there's a good chance that by the time this episode releases, this will have released. Like, they haven't said when the release date is. This was just, hey, here's a sneak peek at what's coming. So it could either be tomorrow, because we're recording this on Tuesday the 13th. Tomorrow's Wednesday, which is when they normally release these things, which also happens to be Valentine's Day. So that could be what they're hinting at.
Definitely
Obviously,
couples.
yeah, so it could be like a couples thing. They could be like Valentine's Day. I don't know how they would incorporate that because not many of the characters have like Valentine's Day outfits. Like Ariel and Belle have winter outfits from some of their films, so they were able to easily incorporate like their winter outfits into the last Star Path. This one, it could be decorations. It could be like a table with pizza on it. Maybe it could be a pizza recipe. I don't know. But it looks like it's just going to be somehow love related to me.
Mm-hmm.
The second one,
No, go ahead.
I'm sorry, go ahead, Mel. No, go ahead.
I'm all excited now because I'm thinking couples, and I'm thinking snake. Andrew, I think you're on it. I think that's Indy and Mary.
No,
Who else
I
has a
think it's
snake?
so what I think I think the bottom four are connected to them, like each other, or you know what? Maybe they're all connected. Is this just Mike Wazowski and Celia from Monsters Inc.? She's got the snaky hair, Lady Snake.
Oh, that's right.
He's got an eye and goes through the door, and they go to dinner,
Yep.
and there's a candle. Even though they go to dinner at a seafood place,
Sushi
or like
place,
a sushi
yeah.
place,
Oh,
but
that's a good one.
maybe
Harryhausen's.
yes,
Yeah.
maybe it's
Ooh.
all just Monsters Inc. Like our Mike and Celia kind of stuff,
I
or
don't
the
know.
bottom four, or I don't know. You can connect all four of them together if you try hard enough, or all
Were
six
there-
of them together.
Were there ever any scenes in either Monsters Incorporated or Monsters University that included spaghetti? Or candles?
Trying to think. And
Let's see. I looked up Monsters Inc. spaghetti, and there's a picture of a spaghetti that looks like Mike Wazowski. There's a picture of the abominable snowman, but instead of holding a snow cone, he's holding a plate of spaghetti. So I'm not finding anything.
Interesting. Because I'll agree with you. I think the door and the eyeball are very clearly related to Monsters, Inc., especially considering that we already knew that Monsters Incorporated was coming to the game. Mike was announced already as part of one of the as part of the roadmap of the characters that we're going to be getting. So this star path could also be when they open the Monsters, Inc. door, you know, in the castle. So that
yeah,
could be a part of it.
Maybe it's just Monsters Inc. in general.
Yeah.
Monsters Inc.
The
Star
third one though is clearly Taylor Swift in her Reputation era, because there's a snake and everything. So that was clearly part of the Reputation era.
I thought it was the music video for Crucial Taunt.
It's Taylor Swift, man. Everybody wants to capitalize on Taylor Swift right now, so it's clearly Taylor in her rep era.
It's not Crucial Taunt from Wayne's World when they make the music video and there's the snakes. No,
it could be. It could be.
Or Wayne's World 2. I'm sorry. Was it? No, I don't know. Whatever. Wait, no, it's Wayne's World.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I do agree though. It could be Celia. It could be, especially considering that Celia's hair was all snakes. Yeah, it could be. So it just looks like it's all Monsters Incorporated related. The spaghetti really throws things off. And I guess, you know, I guess even the candle does, because there's nothing really.
I mean, the power goes out in Monsters, Inc., but I don't think they use candles, right?
I don't think so.
No.
It's like a lanterns or something, or flashlights.
Yeah.
But that's a
I don't know.
small, tiny detail, though. It's like, would
Yeah.
they really want to
I
do
think
that?
it's like them going to dinner is the like idea. I think.
Yeah, that's true. 'Cause
Candlelight
more-
dinner.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I guess we're gonna find out soon. If we're lucky, we'll find out tomorrow, which is, I think, 9 a.m. Eastern is when they release the updates or the star paths.
Yep.
So 6 a.m. Pacific. If that's the case, next week we'll be talking about it. If not, we'll have to wait a few more days, because by then there will only be 1 week left in February. So it would have to be next week when they release it. So only time will tell. But I'm sticking to Taylor Swift in her Reputation era for that third set of emojis. Watch, when it happens to be Taylor Swift in Dreamlight Valley, you guys are going to be like, oh, what? How did this happen? Look, there's Travis Kelce running around with Scrooge. What's happening here?
He's yelling at him about.
Yelling at him for.
Vegas.
He's yelling at him because he never has anything new in his store. It's always repeated items.
Well, I don't need another dress form or a picture of Minnie Mouse.
Couch.
I don't need that plant.
Nope.
All right. Well, that's something to be seen hopefully soon. I'm excited about the fact that they're going to be releasing the update. I'm telling you, the Jafar storyline so far has been pretty good. Mm-hmm. Now that I'm at the point where I'm really only like going around trying to collect mist and trying to find some of the items. The only other goal that I've had, aside from building all of the new items, because one of the cool new items that you can build on Eternity Isle is the V8 Cafe. And I feel like I need a V8 Cafe on Eternity Isle. So at some point, I think I've collected almost enough to make everything of the new items. So I'm going to have like a little marathon and try to create everything in one sitting.
Nice.
Maybe I'll do it live. Maybe we'll do a live on Instagram or on YouTube and we'll just make everything. We'll see. Who knows? Let's see. let's talk about something a little more serious and something that I think benefits some of the cast members since we're talking about Disneyland and people in the parks. Andrew, you brought up this article about what's happening with the parade performers.
Yeah, so I actually learned about this from a friend who is a cast member and whose sister is also a cast member and a parade performer. It looks like the parade performers and costume characters are trying to unionize at Disneyland. It seems like from the video I watched, those roles are unionized in Walt Disney World. But currently not at Disneyland. It's being known as Magic United. There's about 1,700 cast members that would qualify for this union. It's not only just the character performers and parade performers, but also hosts, trainers, leads, and other support roles. That are in relation to parades and characters in the parks. They would be, if this all goes through, they would be represented by Actors Equity, which is currently the union that represents most stage actors, Broadway actors, touring actors, any stage performers that are in union, as well as stage managers for those productions. So yeah, it looks like there's still time to go. They're still working on, finalizing all the union stuff. If it doesn't get approved by Disney, then the union will then start making other things with the labor boards and the federal government and stuff like that, to, if the majority of the people want the union, to then make that a thing that happens at Disneyland. So I have to say I support these performers in their union efforts, and I hope you do too. I know there's some I'll see if I can find it and put it on Discord or something, a social media thing you can share that says, like, I'm a Disney fan and I'm in support of the union or whatever it is. I'll see if I can find that and share that with everybody if that's something they're interested in sharing. But yeah, I think it's a good thing for these performers to be part of a union that I assumed they were already in.
I did too. I did too
Yeah.
until you corrected us in text. I honestly, and I think it's because I keep forgetting it's just attractions, to my knowledge. I just know about attractions has a union. So I was actually caught, like, I just thought that they did. So yeah, absolutely support that, because their entertainment is like, they do everything. I think they do a lot more. I'm not comparing them to cast members, but it's a lot what they do. They should be protected. They should have benefits. I mean, why not? So, yeah, I send me that link.
Yeah, I will.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say, I believe that, I mean, Actors Equity is already a union that represents people at Disneyland. That would be anybody that's in a show that's on a stage. So like the people that were in like Rogers the Musical or Aladdin Musical Spectacular, things like that, the Lion King show. I believe all those people, performers, are Actors Equity, along with the stage managers, and then there's the other theatrical union, IATSE, represents the technicians on that, from what I understand.
You mentioned attractions have a union. Didn't also like maintenance and all that, weren't they part of a union as well?
I'm gonna
Like
say
the custodial crew and
Yes.
stuff? I thought they had a
Yes.
union as well, didn't they?
They're also, I believe they're also included, because I remember seeing just different roles being represented. Um, so yes, I would say yes. If I'm wrong, I'm so sorry, but this is like what I remember. Um, because I remember we had to sign a contract. It was like one of those years, and it was just kind of scary because you had to be serious and learn everything. So that's what I remember. Like all
Gotcha.
the different
So
faces. Yeah.
this other I'm reading another article. This is from a business website, and it says
Mhm.
there are more than 21,000 Disneyland employees who are referred to as cast members by the company, who are represented by more than a dozen unions. Those unions are
Oh, wow.
jobs included everything from
Wow.
retail and food service workers to security guards, hair and makeup artists, and pyrotechnic workers. So yeah, there's more than a dozen unions already in place at Disneyland. And I'm sure that includes like the hotel workers were unionizing at one point as well, I believe, and things like that. So it seems Disneyland is chock full of unions.
Yeah.
Good.
I didn't realize there was that many. But I'm glad that this is happening. I think that the cast members go through so much, and I think
Mhm.
if they were part of a union when a lot of the issues at the beginning of the pandemic were happening, a lot of that stuff could have been alleviated through a union, right? A
Mhm.
lot of that was just really, I don't know. We can get into it. There's, we've talked about it in previous episodes, but I'm glad that they're taking the step forward to get unionized and to get better protections and all that stuff. So, yeah, share the link and we'll share it on Instagram and all that stuff as well. Aside from you posting it on Discord, so yeah, totally in support of this. Let's see. Oh, we're gonna be talking about a sneak preview that we got. I actually accidentally closed the link that you sent me, Andrew.
Oh no!
For
I have it
that.
up if you need.
Oh yeah, why don't you share it?
Okay, here we.
Actually, before we do that,
Okay.
while you're bringing it up, I want to take a quick moment to remind you that this episode of Podketeers is brought to you by a fantastic group of listeners known as the FGP Squad, our podcast, Fairy Godparents, because it's their support via Patreon that help make these episodes of Podketeers possible. For more information on how you can become part of the FGP Squad family, we invite you to go to podketeers.com/FGP for more information. There you will find a list of some of our top contributors, a link to our Patreon, a little bit about the FGP Squad, and if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. But being a part of the FGP Squad family just gets you some additional perks, like access to additional content that we've uploaded on Patreon, discount codes whenever we release new Podketeers gear, random giveaways, a special section of Discord, and more. So if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. We'll be happy to answer any questions that you might have. And of course, to all of the members of the FGP Squad family, we just want to send a huge thank you for your continued support. All right, let's get this on screen here. Let's check out this sneak preview.
Adventure will be able to meet her. So we can't wait for you to come and experience this attraction. See you in the Bayou, summer of 2024. Bye!
All right. The phrasing, can you rewind and just pause on the animatronic for a second? Because this is actually one of the better looking animatronics that they've made in some time. Why do you think she phrased it as they'll be able to come meet her? Do you think it's they'll just see her on the attraction? Or do you think it's going to be like one of those raws or one of those like crush things where maybe you'll be able to interact with her in the queue?
I could see that. I could totally see that because when you drop, there's like that little spin. So while you're doing that, and then you know how you have to wait and then
Yeah.
do that. I could see that. Oh, that is so cool.
Well,
That
my
is
guess
so,
is it's
so
just
cool.
fun wording, but I can also agree that I can see, I think the animatronic is definitely in the attraction. I don't think it's going to be like Mr. Potato Head and like being in the queue.
No.
But there may be some interactivity in the queue for this. There's got to be. They keep stepping up their queue game when they refurb and do this stuff. So hopefully there's going to be some fun stuff to look at in the queue.
Yeah. I mean, you're probably right. I think it is just fun phrasing in order to, post this. This was on TikTok, so it they've really been trying to ramp up their presence on TikTok with these cool little snippets and everything. But, man, if there was a point where you could interact with Tiana in the queue, I think it would be a super fun addition that, especially a really great way to plus up the attraction in a way that Splash never was, right?
Right. Oh, I could just imagine like the kids like representation, and then they get to meet Tiana. Like that's what makes me excited.
Yeah.
I mean, either way, it's still fun. I hope they give like little sneak peeks of who else, like the design and whatnot.
Yeah.
Summer.
And I'm sure we're gonna have a cast member out there, or I'm sorry, we'll see Tiana out and about New Orleans Square in this outfit at some point.
I believe
for a meet and
greet. Yeah, I think they shared. Did they share that costume already? I don't know. I saw some sort of. I believe they at least shared some concept art of that. I think in Naveen as well, possibly as the walk around characters.
Oh, I haven't seen that. That's so cool.
I think I'll see if I can find it at some point.
I remember this because I remember being so happy that she isn't in a dress, like she's in pants, and I think it was
with pockets.
I'm sure. You got me there. I was like, wait.
I always hear people complain that their dresses or skirts don't have pockets. And so
pockets
every time it comes up, it's the one thing I remember. It's like, they have pockets.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. I didn't know that they had released art for these outfits yet. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I wonder if I can. I'm going to take me. Oh, you already took me away. Let's see. Can I share just...
Oh, did you find it?
I think so. Hold on. My computer has decided to be slow in things.
Yay, that's what happens when you need them most.
You just get Google.
Googly? Let me know when you're ready and I'll share it over.
Hold on. I don't know. It decided to do a thing. I'm going to try one more time. If not, it's going to... Here we go.
Okay. Boop. Okay.
So this is pretty much I have the animatronic on my other screen. So this is pretty much the same costume as the animatronic, other than the animatronic doesn't have a hat, as far as we can tell. But it's the same neckerchief little thing, the same cuff. There's some boots. Actually, I mean they're boot caps. But yeah, there's the costume. It's
Tiana to the SEA confirmed. Yes.
Boom.
Oh, that would be cool.
She's now officially part of the SEA. How cool would it be if they actually did that?
Oh, yeah. That would be fantastic.
That would rock. All right. Well, I'm excited a little bit more, especially now that we're getting a little peek as to what's happening for Tiana's Bayou Adventure. When is it scheduled to open again?
Summer.
Walt Disney World is summer, is all we have.
And then here they haven't even given a rough.
Correct. I mean, we know that it closed, how many was it? Almost 6 months later than the Walt Disney World one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I would say probably 2025, if I had to guess.
Interesting.
Early.
All right. Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure that by the time we get to the D23 Expo later this year, there's going to be more information. At the last Expo, they had that really awesome model that you can see in the Imagineering Pavilion section of the Expo. So I'm pretty sure that we'll get more sneak peeks at more of the animatronics, a little bit more about the attraction, more concept art and stuff like that. So definitely looking forward to learning more about it. Let's see. Oh, this is fun. So recently we talked about Steamboat Mickey entering the public domain, and we went into a little bit more information as far as, you know, what you can and can't do and how it's going to be a little difficult for people to get away with using Steamboat Mickey for things that they want to do because of trademark, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, John Oliver, late night host of
Last Week
what's
Tonight.
his show called? Last Week Tonight, has decided that, you know what, if you're watching this, you'll get an opportunity to see it. If not, we're going to post this video over on Discord if you're just listening to this episode right now, because this was something special. Let's just watch this. I hope YouTube doesn't decide to cut this off because CBS was like, hey, that's our video.
Well, I guess we'll see. Hi, Stephen Colbert.
All right, so for those listening, John Oliver just walked out with a giant costumed Steamboat Mickey. This was a character that he brought out on his show not too long ago. Wiggling around there trying to sit down.
The Mickey
I mean,
is so different.
It's a pretty good costume. It even has the extra long tail, which the standard Mickey doesn't have. It's got all the details.
No gloves.
Yeah, no gloves, no pie eye.
Mm-mm. Yep.
They don't look anything alike.
Oh.
I like that his hat is just like bouncing around up there. I think it's very funny.
The way he giggles, that's like
The giggle.
Yeah, it's very funny that he wants to sue, get sued because it's like I don't know, it's his thing. He likes to get sued, I guess.
the glove.
Oh yeah, he bent his hand. You could see the actor's hand below it. It's very, very silly.
Oh, jeez.
Well, we'll post the rest of the video over on Discord if you want to watch it. But okay, look, I know that we got the horror films that are coming, and I feel like we kind of saw the horror coming because it's a position that we've never seen Mickey in. It's doing, acts that you would never imagine Mickey doing, really. But this is wholesome in a way, right? Aside, like, it's a really cute replica of Steamboat Mickey, and he's just parading around with John Oliver because he wants to get sued by the Disney company. This is just, I don't know.
That's trolling.
To the max, right?
Yep. Wow.
I mean, I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, he goes on to say that in the video that you can use Mickey for promoting any of your non-Disney things, and so his poster of his show for this season is just him and Steamboat Mickey. That's the poster that they're putting on buses and whatever and promoting the show, because it seems to be his prerogative is to get sued by Disney, because then he uses that as content for his show.
Yeah. And I've seen a couple of the other ones where he's gotten sued. I do watch his show. I enjoy his show, and I've seen some episodes where he talks about getting sued and everything. But this one, we talked about it previously. This one's going to be a little sticky. I'm pretty sure that I don't know where they fall right now, because I'm sure that Disney is monitoring the situation in a way where it's such satire that people understand that it's satire, and there's no way that people would think, oh, John Oliver works for Disney and this is a Disney thing that he's promoting, on top of the fact that he's going on TV shows like Stephen Colbert Show and straight up saying, this isn't Mickey Mouse, this is Steamboat Mickey, because he's in public domain, and this is what we're doing. Right,
yeah.
So he's very clearly drawing a line that it's not Disney related and that he wants to get sued by Disney for doing this. So that delineation is, in a way, saving him from getting sued by the Disney company, because there's no trademark infringement, which is what we ultimately talked about. That you may be able to get away with this from a copyright standpoint, but the trademark standpoint is where Disney is going to get people that try to use Steamboat Mickey, because of the new versions that we've seen of Steamboat Mickey, especially in the recent past. So this is, I don't know, this is going to be really interesting to follow and really interesting to see if Disney does respond and tell him, because he's saying, I remember mentioning, like, I can't just use Steamboat Mickey to promote Teamboat Willie or anything that we do, because it's so close to the name and it's so close to something that could possibly get confused for a Disney product, that could get us on trademark infringement, right? So we ultimately just decided it's not worth it. Let's just continue doing what we have. But this, I don't know. I think it's funny and everything, but I think he's being so clear, even with the billboards and the buses and all that stuff that he's doing. I don't know. I think he's drawn the line so clear that it's not Disney that I don't think they're going to follow through with a lawsuit.
No, I don't think so either. And I think they know that if they got into a legal battle with John Oliver, then it's going to be plastered all over his show and talked about, and then that is going to then in turn give them bad press.
Yep.
Right.
Exactly.
And so it's all tongue in cheek. It's all satire. He knows what he's doing. I mean, John Oliver does have a Disney connection. He is in the Disney family. If you don't remember, he was the voice of Zazu in the live action Lion King.
Yeah.
So there's a little Disney connection with him there. But I mean, that movie made over $1 billion, so big movie. But yeah, I mean, he doesn't, I think, currently work for the Disney company, but there's this little connection there. So who knows? But I agree. I don't think he's getting sued, because I think they know he's dancing that line perfectly, and if they try and sue, it's going to just be bad publicity for them.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, man. I mean, it would be funny if, Disney, what was in the last earnings call that Bob Iger was talking about how Disney Plus is finally going to be profitable this year, or that's what they were forecasting.
Don't they say that every time, though?
They do. That's true. But I think this time, a lot of the leverage that he brought in to back that statement up is the fact that they're implementing in a couple of weeks, actually, they're implementing the no password sharing. And on top of that, in October or November, I don't remember when it is, I think it was forecasted that Disney Plus is going to increase in price by 27%. In some cases, I don't remember. I'd have to go back and double check those numbers. If somebody can double check that and leave it in the comments or on Discord, that would be fantastic. But the price is going to increase again, and I think that was kind of why they were forecasting that they were going to be able to finally make some kind of profit. And they're also basing that on the fact that Netflix, when they implemented their no password sharing, they ended up adding, so many subscriptions. Like, I don't know, it was like a billion new subscriptions or something like that. I don't remember. But we'll see. I mean, it would be funny if they do go through with the John Oliver lawsuit and then Max ends up getting a billion new subscriptions just to watch this instead of Disney Plus, and they're like, oh no, what did we do?
That would be
That
something.
would be, wouldn't it?
That would be.
All right, we have one more thing that we wanted to present, and this, I saw this for the first time earlier. I had not seen it. I'm so happy. I'm just gonna go to it. We gotta
Take it
watch
in.
this. Sorry. Yeah.
Happy birthday to you.
All right, okay. It's been a challenging few years, for sure. But I'm happy. That is because of each and every one of you. I'm the luckiest man alive.
Make a wish, buddy.
Wade Wilson?
Who's asking?
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Is that supposed to be scary? Pegging isn't new for me, friendo, but it is for Disney.
Mr. Wilson, you appear to have soiled yourself while unconscious.
I wasn't unconscious. Who are you? Why am I here?
Walk with me. Wade, you are special. This is your chance.
To be a hero among heroes.
I smell what you're stepping in, Sensei. Your little cinematic universe is about to change forever. I'm the Messiah. I am Marvel Jesus. God, please! Oh my!
God, I love this part.
Wait!
This never gets old.
You don't just stand there, you ape. Give me a hand up. Nope, I'm actually okay. Thank you very much.
Deadpool versus Wolverine.
Not versus.
Oh, well, Yeah,
And.
it's not versus. And sorry,
It's like a buddy movie.
I see.
It's
I
not a
see that
fight
last
movie.
piece, and I want to see them fight. But you're right. It is a buddy movie. Deadpool and Wolverine. I'm excited about this. It is way more intense than any MCU film that we've seen. It feels like Disney, and this was part of my concern originally. Years ago when we first heard that this was coming and we talked about this, one of my biggest concerns was, is Disney going to allow Deadpool to be Deadpool? And are we going to get the same type of film that we've gotten, in the past?
Mm-hmm.
Just from the trailer, it looks like we're getting exactly that. And that is exciting.
It is. And we've talked about how Echo has already busted the doors open. So there's no need to be like, oh my gosh, he's going to be this and that. It's already happened. So we're going to get all of that good stuff. We're going to get all the stuff that's not Disney. So that's the cool thing.
Yeah. Now, I did notice, I was watching this on a very tiny screen here as we were monitoring, our stream here. But that's only my second time watching it. You mentioned earlier that there was some Easter eggs. And I did catch the big Fox Studios logo buried in the snow in the back. I think that was the most obvious one. But what were some of the other things that you guys, because both of you seem to have caught some, what were some of the other Easter eggs that you caught, aside from the fact that the TVA and they were going to prune Wade, and now it's it's all kind of making sense, and the whole, I'm happy. Sorry. What were some of the other Easter eggs that you caught?
Okay, I'm trying to remember what it is, but if you go to the 147 mark, right behind, oh my gosh, brain fart.
Deadpool.
No.
Wade Wilson.
No.
Wolverine. Patrick Mahomes.
Dr. Doom. Why am I brain farting this? There's this thing behind him.
This
It's
right here?
It's right before that happens. It's hard to get
Use the comma, Hazen. Use the comma and the period.
Use the comma and the period, okay? The comma and the period are not working.
Oh, no.
So
Oh, here we go.
okay, so this whole
is
thing
that
that's in the background.
Forward out. Forward period is forward.
Oh.
Like it's just arms flat. Is that one of those alien things? Skeleton?
Oh,
I
that
believe
big
so.
snake-looking thing from
Yes,
Doctor
yes.
Strange.
Yes.
The thing he fought at the beginning.
Yes.
In the
That-
multiverse. Yeah.
But
Now-
also,
What the
this is
heck is
people
that
are
thing
saying that
called?
this is Doctor Doom.
It is.
The,
It looks like it is.
So here.
Or it looks
okay.
like a dude in a mask.
No, that is him. Now, if you look, wait,
go back.
all the way back. Wait, no. Okay.
Is
Now,
it the
where
Golden Gate
that
Bridge?
machine is, the white arm
Uh-huh.
looks straight center because that's San Francisco, the Golden Gate
I was going to say, is that the
Bridge.
Golden Gate Bridge right there?
Yes.
The three little...
I didn't see it.
Oh, it looks
It-
like
I
knocked.
caught-
It's
I-
knocked over.
Yeah.
So it's is this a different universe? Is this post-apocalyptic? What's going on here?
I mean,
This
we
Well,
kinda
haven't
it
is
seen
is.
the
giving,
It is
gameplay.
like-
technically. I guess it is technically another universe, right? Because if the TVA is involved,
Mhm.
that they're probably going in and trying to prune,
Mm-hmm.
other versions. Yeah. Okay. Interesting.
This is giving very, Mad Max kind of looks.
yeah.
There is I'm trying to remember any of the other ones. He obviously mentions Disney
yeah. I thought that was
directly.
pretty funny. Let's see.
You see, Cap and Iron Man on the screen.
On the screens, right?
There is a shadow, like a behind shot of what people are assuming is Professor X.
Yes.
Um,
It's him.
Where was that?
It's pretty. I don't remember.
Hold on. I know I've seen
Hit
it.
the period a million times. No, I'm just kidding. Until we-
117.
Let's see.
Because I was just staring.
There's salute and cap right there.
Mm-hmm.
Sand dunes.
Yep.
Again. Yeah, look at this. You see the cars driving through. I'm pointing at the screen like people. There it is.
There you go.
There's Patrick Stewart's head.
Ah, okay.
It's like really fast.
I think this is probably gonna be our biggest introduction to mutants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With Wolverine being a main character. That's Wolverine got to be sitting right there in the chair.
Gotta
right?
be him right there. You can tell by the hair.
And then, I mean, I just watched the Marvels on Disney Plus last night, and there's another at the teaser trailer of another mutant in a different universe as well.
Yeah.
So
Really?
yeah. So I think they're slowly we're getting them. They're doing something.
Okay. Oh man, that is exciting. That I wasn't expecting this. I honestly, there was a part of me that was really hopeful, but was kind of sad because I thought they were going to change Deadpool. Like you said, Mel, when Echo was released and it got the rating that it got, I thought, maybe we're not going to get, a PG version of Deadpool. And I'm telling you, this trailer it brought some joy to my heart watching this earlier. It was snarky,
huge Ackman.
Funny. It is.
It's gonna be fun, and this happened on Super Bowl Sunday, where they were just like promoting everything after the trailer dropped. Ryan Reynolds had posted that it was a poster, and it was like a best friend's charm bracelet. Or no, necklace. It was like two necklaces.
It was like
that
two
make the
sides
heart.
of hearts.
Yeah. And like one is Deadpool and one is Wolverine. It's like I love
the
this 'cause
charm.
They're gonna be
Yeah.
best friends.
They're
Or
gonna
do you
be sarcastically
or do we think
good.
it's gonna be Deadpool thinks that Wolverine is his best friend and Wolverine is not having any of it? And
That
that's
seems more like it.
The whole dynamic is
love-hate.
Deadpool just annoying Wolverine into being his BFF the whole
That would
movie.
be funny.
I
Like
think
they're forced together. And
Yeah,
like,
I
we're
think-
BFFs. It's like Shrek and Donkey.
I think they're gonna have a mutual respect for each other by the end. But I think Wolverine is always going to be annoyed with Wade.
Oh, yeah.
Just because
And then
of how
Deadpool
he is.
Deadpool kiss him or something probably.
Yes, something like that.
That would be
Yeah.
epic.
And then
Are-
say chimichanga. I don't know.
Did you
I don't know
see-
Deadpool.
By any chance, did either of you watch the trailer for It, John Krasinski's movie?
It
Who
like
Ryan
the
Reynolds
clown movie?
is also in it.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
so John Krasinski has a new film coming out about imaginary like friends or
Friends.
something, or is it If or It?
It's
It's
If.
something like that.
Oh, if.
If,
Yeah.
right?
Okay,
If. So imaginary friends is what the IF stands for. And so they had this trailer
I did see
where it was Ryan Reynolds and Randall Park sitting next to each other. And Randall Park says, "Hi, I'm John Krasinski, and I'm here to tell you about my film If," calling back to
Yeah.
the Office episode where he was
Yeah.
playing Jim. And I was like, this is genius. This is so funny. I don't know. I enjoyed that trailer a lot. And then Ryan Reynolds is like, "You're not John Krasinski." And they just kind of like cut to the rest of the trailer. I just thought it was funny. It's hard not to watch. Like, Ryan Reynolds puts he puts so much of himself into the Deadpool character that I imagine hanging out with him is pretty much hanging out with like Wade Wilson.
Yeah.
It also
Oh,
looks
yeah.
I
like
don't know how
this-
good or
yeah.
bad that is.
It could,
Oh,
it
it
could be
seems
a
fun.
yeah, it could be fun, but also maybe a little dangerous.
Yeah, that's
Aw.
true.
But it does look like this this film is directed by the same guy that directed Free Guy.
Oh, okay. All right.
Cool.
I liked Free Guy.
Yeah, me too.
All those games and everything I thought were integrated pretty well. I had fun with that film. All right. Well, we'll post the trailer over on Discord if you want to take a look. We'll also post the John Oliver video on Stephen Colbert. And if you have a subscription to Max, you can watch the episode of Last Week Tonight with John Oliver where he talks about, Steamboat Mickey and brings him out for the first time to present him to the world. It's a pretty funny thing. Again, we don't think he's going to get sued by Disney, but you never know. Stranger things have happened.
It was on Netflix.
Yeah. No, apparently
like 5
not until
seasons.
2025.
Okay.
Now, for 2027 maybe. Who knows?
They'll be all
It's not
35 years
happening.
old.
They're all going to be in their 60s when they finish that show. It's going to be 2012 when they finally finish it. All right, that's it. I think it's time to wrap it up. Any final thoughts or comments or anything before we close this one out?
Let's get out of here.
Yeah.
Right on. All right. All right, that's it. Until next time, keep dreaming, keep moving forward, and always remember to pass on the magic. Have a fantastic week, everyone.
Bye.
See ya.